Yo, Starjun is back. Alright. And this is Toriko.
Don't you mean it's Star June chapter 3 whatever?
320 something.
Doesn't matter, it's Star June.
Man, it's Starjun. He's back and he's gonna be a major fucking character. Let's go.
Anyway, before we get to the Star June greatness, let's get back to the beginning. Where apparently they partied on for so long that the second group caught up and was able to party along with them. Then they apparently were partying so hard that the pears of the tree were turning into actual pears.
Right.
Which we find out is because friggin' Bambino has been friggin' having a makeout session with Zonge.
So much that he gave him rabies.
Now, some people are theorizing that, all that Bambino saliva is going to turn him into an 8 king.
Oh, God.
No, not it actually. No, he's going to become he's going to get some gourmet cells and actually get some gourmet cells into him and might actually be somewhat powerful, like maybe in comparison to like friggin' like normal strength people were back in the day, as opposed to
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, so
Zonge, he dropped the soap, unfortunately, and we just didn't see that part of it.
Oh no! If he dropped the soap, he wouldn't be alive. Remember, Bambino only wanted to kiss.
Sure, he did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what else he could do because I mean, we've seen his balls. He doesn't have a penis. He doesn't have a penis, but he has balls. So.
Could it be in his mouth somewhere?
That's his tongue. His tongue is his penis.
And that's why what Zonge is spitting out is something else entirely, maybe?
Some new pear?
It's not foam, it's something else white. That's for sure.
Is it a pear whipping cream?
Yeah.
Anyway, so then we also find out the next thing that happens, which is very intriguing, is fake Kaka is still alive. And in fact, just now, even though it's been probably over a day since he got blasted, is now only now deflecting it. And the fact that he was able to deflect it at all, and looks to be relatively fine.
Right.
Which then begs the question, how come he got blown away so easily?
He's just that strong. Bambino is just that strong. I guess the fake Kaka is just more durable than we thought, is all.
Yeah. And apparently this other Blue Nitro that shows up's like, yeah, he's stronger than when I fought him. So, that's a thing.
Yeah.
And we don't even still, which is amazing because we never even got to see Bambino's full power.
Right.
Which is already mind-blowing enough.
Yeah.
Then, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, and then the fact that friggin' they hint that friggin' Akashia's alive and waiting for the next eclipse.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen an evil face on Akasia in a frickin' panel. So they're really getting at the fact that he is evil and waiting. So
well, I don't think he was initial. I think maybe that something happened to make him evil because he didn't look evil in any of the flashbacks.
Right.
And he did kind of sort of start the gourmet age and ended war. So
There's
I
got to
mean,
be there's got to be a whole depth to it because Ichiryu basically told Midora. He said he wanted you to go get the cure water. There was like everything was orchestrated by him and the Blue Nitro. Everything. So it was like, what the hell?
who knows?
I don't
But
know.
we learned something very important about the next area, and
Hmm.
that is that the gourmet hunters are supposedly going to be useless in obtaining this next ingredient.
Yeah, apparently only a chef can do it. I don't know.
Uh, which is good for on our part because then that means not only are we going to be getting Tengu Brunchy, but Dajun,
Yep. Friggin'
which is
Starjun.
which is going to be kind of weird because what is start because since the next one is a fish, how is fire going to work underwater if they have to if they do actually have to fight underwater?
I don't
Because we
know.
don't even because with friggin' the world building that we've seen so far, God knows what this Area 6 is going to look like and what the 8 Kings going to be.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have to go like at the bottom of the ocean floor or something. I don't know.
Well, remember, we still don't know what Pear, all the effects Pear had on the body besides, because, like, what's this? They've been tasting it for, what, 3 chapters now, and they still, like, didn't go into in-depth, like, oh, it, increases our healing, it does
Hmm.
this, like they did with Air, so it's, like, kind of odd.
Yeah.
Because remember, as I predicted, with Air, what it did to their bodies made it easy for them to get the next made it even possible for them to get they couldn't get Pear unless they had eaten Air.
Hmm.
So obviously whatever Pear is going to do for their bodies is or how Pear is going to enhance their bodies and strengthen them is going to be necessary for them to even stand a chance at surviving in Area 6
Right.
enough and getting to the ingredient.
Hmm.
So, and it's also noted that we went back over to the friggin' Gourmet Corp's headquarters in Gourmet World, which apparently is near Area 6,
Hmm.
which is awesome, which makes the transaction easier,
Right.
and probably also explains why it took Tengu Brunchy so friggin' long.
True.
Now that's assuming that the scene we see in this chapter is present time,
Hmm.
because we saw many chapters ago going into the mouth of the friggin' wave mountain
Right.
thing. So wouldn't make any sense for him to still be there like over a day later, still debating whether or not to give the air to him.
Hmm. Right.
So, but anyway, so yeah, and from that we also learned that friggin' Star June is going to be joining Tengu Brunchy on at in his return to Toriko and the gang, and most likely help them in any way he can in obtaining another.
Right. There was an offhanded quote that or a statement that Starjun made that it said when he first popped in he said rest easy, all of the chefs are safe. So is that saying that the chefs that they captured pre-time skip are still there? Jeez.
Well, they captured a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck are they doing?
Well, just because they lost a decent amount of their members to Neo doesn't mean that they were gonna just lay down and roll over.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what are they all doing?
I told you they have their own plans.
I
I
guess.
still I still think that there's possibility that they could be a third party in this war over God at the end.
They they might be
Friggin' Neo.
training them up.
What?
Like some of the chefs that like want to become part of the Bishokukai, they might be training them up or something.
Oh, because they still seem like they're captives.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe they just need them more now because they lost a lot of their good people to Neo.
Right.
So they need chefs to cook Midora his meals.
Hmm. Yeah.
And someone brought up an interesting point in a video. If Midora, I'm pretty sure we've mentioned this before, but it just take a look at it now again. Midora, when in his fight with Ichigo, was insanely powerful, and that was most likely not even his full power at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been, what is it, a year and a half? I forget how long the time skip was.
I think it was 2 years.
2 years since that fight, and he's probably gotten stronger since he's been in the New World, or not New World, Gourmet World all this time. So he's
Mm-hmm.
probably massively powered up, and and this will be the first time going through Akashia's full course. Imagine how powerful he'll be at the end
Right.
with all Akashia's full course. Like,
Yeah.
he, I just don't honestly believe. Like, I want to believe it, but at the same time, I don't want to believe it. Like, how is it that none of them have had Akashia's full course?
I don't
And
know.
like, you would have think, oh, it's his full course, and he would have, presented it to his family.
Hmm. Maybe he
So
just didn't want to overpower his kids because he knew if he was
they couldn't.
evil, maybe didn't want to overpower his kids. Like, fuck, these guys are gonna be stronger than me. Can't do that.
Yeah, but if he was evil, usually, and he was raising kids from birth, you think, oh well, I'm going to train them to be my minions.
Yeah, unless Froze was not part of that plan.
Who knows?
I don't know. Speculation for now because we have too much to go before we know anything about Akashia beyond what we
Maybe
know.
maybe if we're gonna, you know what? Here's a wild guess. Maybe he's playing homage to Yu Yu Hakusho, and we're gonna find out Akashi has like friggin' 7 personalities,
Oh God.
and the current one that's in control is evil.
Oh my gosh.
Well, with all the ingredients he's eaten and all the friggin' like, how else would you explain like that would be that would just be insane.
Mhm.
Like friggin' having multi personalities.
Yeah.
And knowing him, like at that level of gourmet cell, he could probably physically split his body into those 7 personalities separately.
Mhm.
Or maybe he already did that, and the evil one killed off the other ones.
Maybe.
Who knows? All we can do right now is speculate.
Yep.
But now, before we get on the last point, I do like how in the next area we're going to the fish dish because, for one, we have none of the 4 heavenly kings have any relation to this ingredient.
Mhm.
So it's not going to be like, oh well, it's oh, Coco is wants this ingredient, wanted this ingredient, so it's obvious, because that whole thing about how the ingredient Coco wants is going to be guarded by the mother, or not the queen emperor kraut,
Mhm.
and Sunny's ingredient that he wants is going to be guarded by the mother snake, as everyone thinks it's going to be,
Uh-huh.
and friggin' God is supposedly going to be guarded by friggin' Battle Wolf.
Mhm.
So it'll be nice to meet a 8 king that we have once again to meet an 8 king we had known nothing about.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like that's more interesting that way, at least.
Yeah.
Especially since this. Now, of course, there's obviously the increased chance that it's in a semi-aquatic creature, since the ingredient we're trying to get is a fish.
Mhm.
So, but who knows what kind of crazy stuff they're gonna have to do
Yeah.
to to obtain it, and we don't even know what the hell it'll do for them physically. Not just unlocking their demons, but just how their upgrade. What upgrades are they gonna get?
Mhm.
Because eventually, like honestly, I feel like one of these ingredients is going to give them the power of flight. Like, they're going to have to. Because how else are they going to fight the friggin' Emperor Crow
Mhm.
if they can't fly?
Right.
Or pseudo-fly. Or whatever, like, friggin' walking on air, like...
Yeah, Geppo or...
Yeah. So, which isn't in the realm of... It's not impossible.
No. Of course
You
not.
know? But, and can't forget about all the various other places in the world gourmet world we've heard about, like, you know, the random mentioning of a place where you age like 1,000 times faster than normal.
Mhm.
It's just ridiculous. But if you thought all of that was ridiculous, the the big, huge shock value reveal of the chapter. Since the beginning of times, the life fibers. Oh wait, I mean the gourmet cells have been preparing the earth to be eaten. It's being cooked.
Right.
Possibly, Planet Eater confirmed to be a real.
Maybe.
And then we're gonna have a freaking battle between freaking Blue and Red versus Planet Eater.
Mhm.
Possibly a third one if Toriko has another one hidden deeper.
Right.
Maybe a black one.
Yeah,
Purple one.
they're probably gonna have to do that that one technique that they did against the four beasts whose appetite is better, you know, planet eaters or the four heavenly kings with all their demons out.
Well, by that point, I would hope they would have full access to their demons' powers.
Right.
Because it's presumed that if they do have to, if this Planet Eater is real and if they have to fight him, that would be an endgame battle.
Mhm.
Which means they would have eaten Akashia's full course.
Mhm.
And could fully use their gourmet demon's powers.
Right.
So, and I'm also curious to see what other interesting creatures we may see in Area 6.
Yeah.
Because we know he's good at making interesting creatures.
Yes, definitely.
And as long as it's not weird.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
I just hope it's not as weird as this arc has been.
Yeah, same.
So overall, I think it was pretty good. I thought it was a great chapter.
Yeah, this was a great chapter.
I mean, just, you know, the reveal of the friggin' big secret of the friggin' cooking the planet.
Mhm.
If that wasn't good enough, they friggin' gave us Star June.
Yep.
Star June.